Hi, this is Zach, and I'm going to show you how to add sites to the SCADA system. So what we have right here is an Add Sites window, and we have 8 easy steps to add tags and bring a new site online based on the way that we've structured the system. So the first thing we're going to do is, once we get to this window, we're going to select what we're adding. So right now we can select between adding a tank battery or an SWD. So right now we're adding a tank battery, and we'll select the asset, SWAT. Right here we're typing in the name of the site. Now this is used in these buttons down here, so we're going to want to enter this in first. So for this demonstration, I've went ahead and deleted all the tags out of this site, this Rocker B111 site, and here's our tag database over here. So we'll get to this in a second, but basically when we want to add tags, we're going to download this tag template, and that's going to ask us where we want to save it, the add site template. So let's save it. It's going to open it up, and here's our template. So all of these columns are going to be described in our database document, but they all do different things related to the tag, such as the parent path, the site path, the Kepware channel, Kepware device, Modbus address. So all these are going to be described in a minute. Before you do this, I'd recommend taking a database backup from your SQL database, and we'll show how to do that in another video. But so you don't necessarily need to download this template if you want to update it yourself. The actual order of the columns does not matter in the CSV, as long as the header row matches exactly what the column name that you're trying to update is, and it'll go ahead and insert these new rows into this database. So once that's once we import this. So it's going to ask us, are you sure you want to import the tags? Then it'll ask you to open the file. And again, the order of the columns doesn't matter. It's just that the header row matches the database column name where you're trying to update. Then once we add those tags, I actually made a site. So this is what that site would look like if we were to add it. This is all the tags, the tag path, etc. So once we add those tags, it's going to look like this. So this is the site that I added, and there's a few columns. Right now we don't have the full path filled in because the full path is how we actually get to the tag. So what we do is we have a parent path, we have a site, and then we have a tag path. So those three things combined together would give us the fully qualified tag path for each tag. And doing it this way makes it a lot easier to actually input this data, because this is actually the same for a lot of the different sites. So we're going to go ahead and update the full path with this button right here. It's going to ask us, are you sure you want to do this? And then again, it's going to use this site name as a where clause to filter by the IGN site. So it's only going to update these records right here. So we do that, and it says finish updating full paths for Rocker B. And let's go ahead and execute this query again, and you'll see that all that information has been filled in. So now once we've done that, we can add the tags to Ignition. So again, it's going to filter on these. It's going to bring back all of the records and use all the different values that you've added into your CSV to create these tags. So we're going to run that, create the tags. It says it's finished creating. Let's refresh, and here's all the tags that we've just created. So once we've added those tags, we're going to want to add the site to the site database, and the site database is actually how we're driving our navigation. So all the different drop downs for the SWAT SWD screens or tank battery screens, each entry in the drop down which drives the path to the site is coming from a database. So we're going to once we add these tags, we're going to want to add this new site to the tag data to the site database. And so again, it's going to ask us if we want to confirm, and we'll say yes. And in this case, we have an error. The site can't be added because the site already exists. So we're error checking to make sure that this site doesn't exist. Also, if you try to add a site where the tags haven't been added yet, it'll bark at us and say that the tag path does not exist. Please add tags to Ignition first. So once we do all those 8 steps, all the tags for that site will be brought online, and the new site will be added to